Chapter 17. Sati granted the boon. In an ancient age filled with devotion and mysticism, Brahma spoke to a revered sage recounting a tale of profound love and celestial harmony. "O sage," he began, "I have revealed to you the story of how all the gods together offered prayers to Shiva, and how Sati, the cherished daughter of Daksha, received a divine boon. Listen now with reverence as I share the moment Sati's devotion to Shiva granted her the deepest desire of her heart. It was in the auspicious month of Ashvina, during the bright half of the moon, that Sati embarked on a fast on the sacred 8th day. Her heart was steadfast and her devotion unwavering as she offered prayers to Shiva, her mind and spirit focused entirely upon him. Her penance reached its peak on the 9th day, Navami, when she observed the sacred rites known as the Nanda Vrata. As she immersed herself in meditative worship, a divine vision graced her. Shiva himself appeared before her, radiant and majestic. In her vision, Shiva was adorned with an ethereal beauty. His complexion was fair with a serene aura that seemed to embody the universe's tranquility. He bore 5 faces, each expressing a different facet of his divine essence, and 3 eyes that radiated the knowledge of past, present, and future. The crescent moon gleamed upon his forehead, a symbol of his mastery over time. In one hand he held the powerful trident, embodying his resolve to vanquish ignorance. In another, he held the sacred Brahmakavaka, a protective amulet symbolizing his role as guardian of all that is righteous. His throat bore a brilliant blue hue, a testament to his self-sacrifice in consuming the poison halahala to save creation. Upon his head flowed the celestial river Ganga, a mark of purity, and the dust of the earth clung to his form, grounding his transcendental beauty. To Sati he was more radiant than millions of moons, and filled with a charm that could surpass countless gods of love. Struck by Shiva's splendor, Sati's heart surged with love, yet she was overcome with shyness. She bowed her head, humbled before his divine presence, and knelt at his feet. Though Shiva's own heart yearned for union with her, he first sought to reward her for her unwavering devotion and the austere penances she had undertaken. Shiva gazed upon Sati with a tender smile and said, "O beloved daughter of Daksha, your dedication and the purity of your rites have pleased me. Ask for a boon and I shall grant it, whatever it may be." Although Shiva, the all-knowing Lord, was aware of her deepest desire, he wished to hear her voice, her heart's longing. But Sati, enveloped in modesty and love, could hardly speak, her feelings held in the delicate silence of her devotion. Sensing her unspoken wish, Shiva gently encouraged her again. "Speak, dear one. Ask for the boon that your heart desires." With her shyness softened by his gentle persistence, Sati found the strength to reply, her voice soft and filled with longing. "Grant me," she said with lowered eyes, "either the boon that you deem worthy, or let the beloved of my heart become mine as you please." Before she could complete her request, Shiva, overcome by her sincerity and the depth of her love, spoke joyously, "O Sati, you shall indeed be my wife." Hearing these cherished words, Sati's heart was enveloped in blissful silence. She stood radiant with joy, her smile hinting at her uncontained happiness. As she gazed upon Shiva, a series of subtle, tender gestures revealed the depth of her love. Her eyes spoke of unspoken affection, and in their shared gaze, an essence of divine romance blossomed between them, a presence as natural and luminous as the star Kitra shining beside the moon. In the brilliance of Shiva's crystal-like form, Sati, dark as the line of coal against his glow, stood like a tender cloud gracing the moon. Overwhelmed by his love for her, she joined her hands in reverence, her eyes shining with joy, and addressed Shiva, her voice filled with humility and hope. "O great Lord of the Devas, ruler of all realms, please take me as your bride in the presence of my father with all due rites." Moved by her words, Shiva, the beloved of his devotees, looked upon her with adoration and replied, "So it shall be." Sati, her heart overflowing with joy, bowed to Shiva with reverent gratitude. After receiving his blessing, she returned to her mother's side, her entire being radiating happiness and anticipation. Shiva, too, returned to his hermitage on the Himalayan ridges. Though he resumed his meditations, his thoughts continually drifted to Sati, and he felt the pangs of love and separation from her deeply. As Shiva struggled to quiet his heart, He reached out to Brahma through his meditation, invoking him with an unspoken plea. Understanding Shiva's call, Brahma, accompanied by Sarasvati, swiftly appeared before him on the serene Himalayan slopes. Seeing Brahma, Shiva spoke earnestly, "O Brahma, I am experiencing the pangs of love, a feeling of attachment that is unusual for me. Sati's devotion has moved me, and I have granted her the boon she desired. She is to be my wife, but she requested that I wed her in the presence of her father, Daksha. I wish you to speak to him on my behalf." Brahma, moved by the Lord's sincerity, replied, "O Shiva, your wish aligns with the well-being of the cosmos itself. I will approach Daksha and speak to him, encouraging him to offer Sati to you in marriage." Leaving Shiva, Brahma, accompanied by Sarasvati, travelled to Daksha's residence. Daksha, seeing Brahma's arrival, honoured him with due respect and inquired eagerly about the reason for his visit. Smiling, Brahma replied, "O Daksha, your daughter has devoted herself to Lord Shiva with such dedication that he has chosen her as his bride. The time has come for you to fulfill your duty and offer her hand to Shiva." Hearing Brahma's words, Daksha's heart swelled with happiness. He understood that this union would bless not only his family, but also bring glory to his daughter and peace to Shiva. He eagerly agreed to the marriage, saying, "It shall be as you say, revered Brahma." Brahma, delighted by Daksha's readiness, left for Shiva's abode, carrying with him the joy and approval of Sati's family. Meanwhile, Daksha, along with his wife Virini, celebrated the news with grand festivity, offering alms to the poor and hosting feasts in honour of the impending marriage. The sage's blessing brought Daksha a profound sense of fulfillment, as though he were filled with divine nectar, preparing to unite his beloved daughter with the very soul of the cosmos, Shiva.